No amount of hype can ever top the 9th anniversary. How's it, everybody? Celtic Link here. We're back for another Dokkan battle video. So today's video, we have a recap of the 9th anniversary fan meeting. Unfortunately, I was not able to live stream it, so we're going to kind of just check through the video here, and we're going to pull up some stuff that they revealed. Unfortunately, I was not able to avoid spoilers on this. Was spoiled by a friend sending me a link that I should not have clicked on, but you know what? We're here. We're going to check out the video. We're going to see who the Part 2 LRs is and what information we do have revealed so far. So let's go ahead. Let's just kind of scroll through here. So at the fan meetup, one of the first things they talked about here, if I can find the timestamp here it is. Okay, so they just briefly mentioned the new story event, the Super Warrior Memorial, which will allow us to awaken the LR Sleepy Time Beerus, which is kind of cool. He's the free-to-play LR for the anniversary. He's going to have the new mechanic, the taunt mechanic, which, I mean, as of right now, kind of seems kind of not that great on him because he's basically guaranteed to die if those hits are targeted towards him. But I'm assuming he's designed so that his EZA is going to fix that problem for him. That's typically how these LR EZAs go, but they just talk about, you know, how he's going to be EZAing here very, very shortly in the next part, right? He's awakening right now in part 2. He'll EZA in part 3, as with always. So we also have a new, I'm assuming this is a link skill based event based on this little status here. So it sounds like it's going to be like the cooler event, right? Or the guru event, right? Every 7 days you can attack it 3 times, and that'll get you an extra boost of link level ups, is what I'm assuming this is. Japanese isn't the greatest, so we kind of just have to rely on the image here, and I believe that's what some others have mentioned that this is. So we also have another new event coming. Not really sure what this is. It's probably just some story campaign, or well, actually this might be the co-op campaign now that I think about it. I'm unsure what this is, but you know, this isn't the part we're hyped about. What we're really hyped about is the next reveal. So if I can scroll up a little head here. So we have the EZA for the Blue Kaioken and Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta. We'll talk about what they do here in a second, but they are confirmed to have gotten an EZA. We kind of figured these guys were getting their EZA after all. A few months ago, their assets were recently updated. So, I mean, it was all but guaranteed these guys were going to EZA here, and this probably explains why, like, they wanted to EZA these guys in a Dragon Ball Super celebration rather than a Tournament of Power celebration, and it now makes sense why they advanced Gobro's EZA when they did, even though they didn't really fit the theme of anything that they were showing up in. It's because they had to get these guys EZA out, because these guys were the next Hanabata LR after the Gobros. So it now makes sense why things happened the way they did. So pretty exciting. We'll come back and we'll talk about what they do here in a sec. And then, of course, we got the big reveal that everybody is waiting for. We have the reveal of an LR. Ooh, let it load here. Oh, you're killing my flow, YouTube. All right, so we have the reveal. Let's just go ahead and hop over here. So where is it? Here, we'll go to Hydrosis page here. I don't know what's going on here. So very, very surprising. We have the reveal of an LR Beast Gohan. Now, we don't have his animations, but the data download has supplied us with the card animation, and man, does it look sick. It is confirmed that this is an LR Beast Gohan standalone. He starts at Beast. His TUR and SSR are both Beast. I think Proton posted it here. Yeah, so if we click here, we see both of the we can see his LR is the Piccolo and Gohan. Now, I believe Piccolo is here because this is a unit super attack. So I'm hoping it's not Power Awakened Piccolo that needs to be here, and it's just any Piccolo. or even just like another Bond of Master and Disciple ally, something like that. We don't know yet. We'll know when they actually drop, but right now we do know this is a unit super attack, and it's pretty exciting, right? This is the Xenoverse attack. So this is essentially a Dokkan original animation, because, you know, this didn't happen in Dragon Ball Super Superhero. So this is exciting. I kind of like his SSR art. I like the LR art. The TUR art looks kind of weird on this one, but I do like what I'm seeing so far. And like, as we can see on Hydrosis page here with the Gohan and Piccolo, it looks sick. The unit super in the card animation. We also have confirmation on an LR Gamma 1 and Gamma 2. These guys actually look really, really nice here. If I can click on the SSR. So this is their SSR. I love this. These three, actually, all three of their art, all four of their arts look insane. So their SSR art is amazing. The TUR is pretty awesome. Of course, I love the little comic book background, number 1 and number 2 for the LR art. And then it is pretty clear on the Transform State. They do have the Core Breaker. This is the Core Breaker. So very exciting that we are getting the LR Gamma 1 and Gamma 2. And I kind of knew that this was coming, right? Like, I had a feeling both of the Part 2 LRs were going to be super class. Cell Max did not stand out to me as a character that could headline an anniversary. It's like, Broly can get away with it because he's Broly can get away with it because he's Broly, right? He's super popular. Everybody likes him. Most people like him. But Cell Max, he just wasn't enough hype within the movie itself, right? We cared more about everybody else than we did about Cell Max. We knew he wasn't coming as the Part 2 LR. So Gamma 1 and Gamma 2 actually really, really make sense. Unsure at the moment who the Carnival LR is and who the DFE LR is. I mean, really, I feel like this could go either way. I don't think we've had a Joint Forces Carnival LR yet, so I'm going to assume that these guys might be the Carnival, or these guys might be the Dokkan Fest LR, and Beast may be the Beast might actually be the Carnival LR, but we don't know just yet. But I want to take a look here, right? Their card art is actually kind of nice. Like, I like how it has the little effect there, and it's basically, like I said, confirming that this is the Core Breaker attack. So this is going to be really sweet. I think this is a good choice for Part 2, to be completely honest. So really, really excited for that. YouTube is still doing YouTube stuff, right? And that's pretty much all they confirmed in terms of the Dokkan Part 2. Like, it wasn't much. They're gonna do another. They did confirm that another video will be posted on just before the 14th, JP time. That'll be the LRs should be dropping on the 14th, same time as Global's getting its Part 2 Ribrianne. These guys will be dropping on JP, which means we should have the info probably the day before on the 13th on JP time. So what is that? The 14th is the 14th is Wednesday, so we should have the info for their kits by either Monday or Tuesday next week, I'm assuming. Probably before that. They may tweet it out a bit early just to get us hyped up so we can see the animations. We haven't seen the animations at all yet, right? We have no idea what they look like. We can just guess that they are pretty sick. So, I mean, that's it for the LRs. I'm super, super hyped that it is actually Beast Gohan and not someone else. I was expecting the Gamma 1 and Gamma 2 more over than I was Cell, so pretty happy with this. Now, one other cool thing we got here, as we mentioned, we have the Easy A for the Blue Kaioken Goku and Evolution Blue Vegeta. So shout out to Goresh. We got the translations for these guys here. So they become All Out Struggle, Joint Forces, Category Key 3, HP Attack and Defense, 170, just flat out, since since they are EZAing. On their new 12 key, they are now greatly raising attack and defense for the turn, causing colossal damage, and now lowering attack and defense as opposed to just lowering attack. On their 18 key, they are now massively raising instead of greatly raising attack and defense for the turn, causing mega colossal and greatly lowering attack and defense. So up from what it did before. Their passive now gives them key 4 attack defense 170. They randomly change a type key sphere to rainbow key spheres when there's another superhero's ally on the team. So I like that they expanded them to superheroes as opposed to reps of Universe 7 like a lot of these other reps were. So very, very happy with that. They get an additional 7% per key sphere obtained. They get an additional chance of performing a critical hit and reduce damage received by 7%. And key 2 and launches an additional attack that has a 50% chance of becoming a super attack per rainbow key sphere obtained. So this is why it's now important that they have that rainbow key changing, because they didn't have that before. So now they have a condition on rainbow key spheres, but they changed rainbow key spheres. Before they didn't have that ability to change. So this is really, really nice for them. They can also gain an additional attack and defense 77% when you get the 18 key. They also perform a critical hit when you get the 24 key, one time only though. They can also reduce damage received by 70% when HP is 50% or low. To add on to that, when your HP is 50% or low or below, you can activate their active skill, which massively raises their attack but cuts their defense. So having that extra damage reduction when they cut their defense means that they'll be pretty alright defensively. But to be fair, you're using their active skill to get that massive turn out of them, and you're probably killing the enemy on the turn that you use it. So the defense really doesn't matter, but they look to be an insane powerhouse for the superheroes team, right? They link with a lot of good characters. The LR Blues, they link well with Blue Kaioken Goku, the LR Gods. They've got a lot of great linking partners, Gogeta, that are going to be very, very useful with them. And since they don't need necessarily reps of Universe 7, but superheroes, they can work on a lot of different teams as long as you have those at least one other superhero ally. So really, really liking what they're doing. They're going to be insane. I'll probably do a private server showcase of them just to test them out because I am really excited for this. I knew they were EZAing. Pretty excited that they are. Now, we do have a few other things, right, coming our way. The Frieza is getting his awakening. He's actually pretty good, all things considered. The TUR for the login is actually getting an EZA. This is the first time this has ever happened, and he looks to be pretty good, right? He's got some nuking style passive, which ends up being, I think, so on a superheroes team, this ends up being, what is that, 19% per key sphere plus 9, so he ends up with 28% per key sphere. That's pretty good. His super attack raising his evasion like it did before, so pretty nice, and actually more than before, so that's really good. He's actually pretty good for a login bonus card. I mean, I don't expect the world from him, but for a login bonus card, he's pretty good. The Frieza actually seems interesting. We know he's going to EZA, but here's what's interesting. As long as you're fighting a Pure Saiyans or movie heroes, he's going to be able to give you a free scouter effect. So this, I mean, as long as they make him at least able to tank normals, this could be very helpful in some of those new red zone or blue zone fights where you're fighting Pure Saiyan enemies, right? All the Gokus and Vegetas are Pure Saiyan, so he'll be very, very helpful there, assuming he has enough to, you know, sort of survive the normals. But he's looking pretty good, I think. But that's pretty much all they went over. Like I said, the LR should be releasing on February 14th, Valentine's Day, and we should get the details about a day or two before that, probably the 12th or 13th JP time. So stand by for that. We'll be sure to get those videos out. And again, guys, really sorry I wasn't able to stream this out. It just, the bad timing on my part. So anyways, guys, that is it for the video. If you like the video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And in the comments down below, tell me, how excited are you for the choices we've got for the 9th anniversary part 2? Honestly, for me, this is better than part 1. Not to say that the part 1 LRs weren't great, but I mean, Beast Gohan was long overdue, and it's happy that he's finally here. And I think for me, he's a little bit more hype than Gogeta personally. So I'm excited, but let me know how excited you are in the comments down below. Otherwise, guys, as always, thanks for watching, and aloha.